What's up everyone, we're back with another review and today we've got the TYPE S M400 on the bench. This one's pitching itself as a true 2-in-1 hybrid. It's a 4K dash cam that you can pull right off the windshield and clip onto your shirt to use as a body camera. It's definitely an interesting idea, especially for rideshare drivers, delivery workers, or overlanders who may need to record a roadside recovery or an interaction outside the vehicle. But the real question is, does trying to do two jobs mean it falls short at both, or does this actually bring something useful to everyday driving? Let's take a closer look and find out. Right out of the box, the first thing that grabbed our attention was the size. This thing is seriously compact. It really earns the mini cam name, which we like because it stays tucked neatly behind the rearview mirror without drawing attention. Inside the package, you get the 4K camera itself, a mounting bracket, and a windshield mount that comes attached to a 12-volt power adapter. TYPE S also includes an optional adhesive film along with a pre-installed 32GB micro SD card. That's a nice bonus since everything's ready to go as soon as the installation is finished. The overall construction feels solid for something in this price range. Around the back, there's a 1.47-inch IPS display. It's small, but menus are surprisingly easy to read and navigate. The lens provides a 136-degree diagonal viewing angle. While that's not the widest field of view available, it covers the road ahead well without introducing excessive fisheye distortion. One feature we appreciated immediately was the physical toggle switch on the side. That switch tells the camera whether it should operate as a dash cam or a body cam. It's a straightforward hardware solution, and honestly, we prefer that over digging through software menus. Getting everything installed turned out to be simple. We slid the camera into the bracket until it clicked into place, attached it to the windshield mount, then used the included 3M adhesive to position it just behind the rear view mirror. For cable management, we followed our usual process by tucking the wire into the headliner, routing it along the passenger side A-pillar, then bringing it down to the center console's 12-volt outlet. Something worth mentioning here is the flexibility when it comes to power. Although it's mainly designed to run from a 12 or 24-volt vehicle outlet, it also supports 5-volt USB-C power. The operating temperature ranges from 14 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which should cover most driving conditions. Since the camera is this compact, fitting a supercapacitor inside would have been difficult, which makes sense. Instead, it uses a built-in 650 mAh lithium-ion battery. For those of us dealing with extreme summer temperatures, it'll be interesting to see how that battery holds up over time. If any of you have experience using it in really hot weather, let us know down in the comments. After powering everything up and switching over to dashcam mode, recording started automatically through loop recording, just like you'd expect. Older files get replaced automatically, so storage stays available without any manual cleanup. About an hour of driving, heat management seemed reasonable. The camera does get warm, which isn't surprising considering its compact size and the demands of processing 4K video. As for image quality, we wanted to find out whether that 4K badge actually meant something. Looking through the recordings afterwards, the footage came out genuinely sharp. Reading license plates and street signs was easy without having to zoom in. Color reproduction doesn't quite reach the level of premium black view cameras, but it's definitely more than good enough for insurance claims or documenting incidents. One area we impressed was the dynamic range. Driving from bright sunlight into heavy shade and back again didn't completely blow out highlights or bury details in dark areas. Exposure stayed fairly consistent throughout. We also tried flipping the camera inward to test what TYPE S calls Uber mode. For rideshare drivers, this feature could be a major advantage. The built-in G-sensor adds another layer of security by automatically locking footage whenever it detects an impact, helping make sure those important recordings aren't overwritten later. Imagine getting into an accident or dealing with a traffic stop where you need to leave your vehicle. Normally, your recording ends the moment you step away. Here, you simply disconnect the camera, flip the side switch into body cam mode, and clip it onto your shirt or backpack. Just remember to do that within 30 seconds, otherwise the unit powers itself down to conserve battery. Once you're using body cam mode, recording no longer starts automatically. You'll need to press the record button yourself. Battery life comes in at roughly 60 minutes with Wi-Fi enabled, or around 90 minutes if Wi-Fi is turned off. Another thing we noticed was that image stabilization only works in body cam mode. It's not as smooth as something like a GoPro Hero 13, but it definitely cuts down on shaky footage while walking around. Just keep in mind that loop recording doesn't work here, so you'll need to watch your available storage. Voice control is another feature we enjoyed. While in dashcam mode, commands like save video or take a photo worked without forcing us to reach for the camera while driving. Response time was solid, although voice commands only function when the camera remains connected to the windshield mount. If you like adjusting settings from your phone, the TYPE S Drive app makes that easy. We used it to change recording options, enable slow motion recording, and transfer files wirelessly over the 5 GHz connection. One quick tip: if your vehicle uses wireless CarPlay or Android Auto, disconnect them temporarily because they'll compete with the camera for the Wi-Fi connection. Here's where we landed after spending time with it. The TYPE S M400 isn't trying to be the perfect dash cam for everyone. If your goal is simply installing a camera and forgetting about it, there are less expensive 4K models that may offer stronger nighttime performance. But if your routine regularly involves recording activity outside your vehicle, this hybrid design becomes much more appealing. The overall construction feels solid, and maintenance couldn't be easier. And yes, the dishwasher joke still stands. Definitely don't put this thing in the dishwasher. We just wanted to make sure you were still paying attention. Switching between dashcam and bodycam modes happens quickly enough to stay practical during stressful situations. For delivery drivers, rideshare operators, or even hikers looking for one device that works both on the road and on the trail, we think the TYPE S M400 makes a lot of sense. The 4K footage looks sharp, operation stays reliable, and that extra flexibility helps it stand apart from almost everything else currently available. Anyway, that wraps up our hands-on review of the TYPE S M400. We'll leave the purchase links down in the description if you want to check the latest pricing for yourselves. We'd also love to hear what you think. Does the removable body cam feature feel like a real advantage, or does it come across as more of a gimmick? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this review helped you out, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.